Ever wondered why, when faced with a brick wall, most people shatter into pieces, while individuals like Andrew Tate seem to turn that very wall into a launchpad? You might assume that Andrew Tate was born with some innate, unbreakable steel, or that luck simply paved his path. But the reality is that Andrew Tate discovered a code of invincibility that 99% of the population doesn't even know exists. Throughout the darkest, most grueling days of his life, when he had absolutely nothing to his name, Andrew Tate formulated a golden rule that defined his entire trajectory. Weakness is not an eternal label, it is the raw material from which you forge your greatest strength. In this video, we are going to deconstruct exactly how Andrew Tate took his deepest fears, his crippling limitations, and even his character flaws, and weaponized them into the formidable assets they are today. If you feel like your weaknesses are holding you back, listen closely to how Andrew Tate systematically dismantles the victim mindset to become the version of himself he always envisioned. Let's face a brutal, uncomfortable truth. Most people are hopelessly addicted to the victim role. Andrew Tate consistently wages war against this societal programming, arguing that society teaches you that your failures are the fault of your environment, your government, or your family, but that belief is exactly what keeps you weak. Whenever Andrew Tate was in the fight ring or navigating the brutal landscape of entrepreneurship, he hit walls, he suffered immense pain, and he tasted failure. But the fundamental difference between Andrew Tate and the rest of the world is that Andrew Tate never asked, "Why me?" Instead, he asked, "How can I leverage this pain to evolve?" This is your first lesson. The internal narrative shift. When you stop whining and start analyzing your weaknesses, you are effectively stepping out of the victim's shadow. Andrew Tate teaches that your weakness is not a dead end. If you apply the right perspective, it is the exact pressure point where you can ignite explosive personal growth. Andrew Tate frequently emphasizes a concept he calls internal discipline in the moment of vulnerability. It is easy to look at Andrew Tate today and assume he is a monument of constant confidence, but Andrew Tate has faced the same paralyzing doubts that you have. Andrew Tate mastered the art of acting like a powerful man, even when he felt weak, until that performance hardened into his genuine character. Performance psychology confirms this. Act as if, until it becomes reality. During the periods where Andrew Tate had no money and no one took him seriously, Andrew Tate lived and operated as if he were already the champion he intended to be. This is a tactical trick to hack your brain and build a new reality. Andrew Tate advises that you should never wait for the feeling of power to act. You act powerfully, and the feeling follows as a byproduct. Let's move into one of Andrew Tate's most controversial philosophies, welcoming the pressure. Andrew Tate argues that if your life feels comfortable, you are effectively regressing. Andrew Tate consistently throws himself into the middle of challenges that intimidate him. If you want to obliterate your weaknesses, Andrew Tate dictates that you must charge directly at what you fear. Are you terrified of public speaking? Andrew Tate would say, get on the stage and speak poorly until you learn how to command the room. Your weakness exists precisely because you are running from it. Andrew Tate proves that a weakness is just a mismanaged fear. When you attack that fear, the intimidation evaporates, leaving behind a hard-won capability. Now, consider a secret that defines the Andrew Tate method, which is the power of intentional failure. Andrew Tate operates with the constant knowledge that to win the high-stakes games, you must be willing to sabotage your performance in the minor leagues to master the mechanics. Andrew Tate never feared looking like a fool. You need to accept that the price of growth is intermittent failure. If Andrew Tate is articulate today, it is because he suffered thousands of awkward, humiliating interactions before he mastered the rhythm of command. You must give yourself permission to be a novice. Andrew Tate identifies perfectionism as your number one enemy. Perfectionists never start, but Andrew Tate started, stumbled, learned, and refined. Andrew Tate often says, you are the product of your daily habits, not your lofty dreams. If your daily routine is weak, your identity is weak. Andrew Tate built his ironclad discipline from the smallest details. The way he sleeps, the nutrition he consumes, the way he studies. Andrew Tate believes that if you cannot control your own biology, what you put in your mouth or when you wake up, how could you possibly manage a financial empire? Andrew Tate teaches that discipline in the small tasks sends a signal of power to your subconscious mind. When you follow a strict schedule every day, Andrew Tate argues that you are dictating to your deeper self, "I am a powerful entity." This is how you convert the weakness of chaos into the strength of order. A critical pillar of the Andrew Tate mindset is 100% personal responsibility. Andrew Tate states that even if you were born into poverty, it is not your fault, but if you remain in poverty, it is 100% your own responsibility. This statement by Andrew Tate might feel abrasive, but it is your key to total liberation. When you accept absolute ownership of your weaknesses, you have no one left to blame. When you stop blaming the world, you gain the clarity to focus exclusively on solutions. Andrew Tate bypassed his physical and financial limitations through this exact lens. If you refuse to stay weak, you must, like Andrew Tate, become the owner of every single one of your problems. Say, "This is my weakness, this is my struggle, and here is how I will conquer it." Let's go deeper. How did Andrew Tate transmute the fear of loss into a hunger for acquisition? Andrew Tate lives with the constant image of mortality. He understands that time is finite and that the world owes him nothing. This scarcity mindset, applied by Andrew Tate, ensures that he never wastes a single second on failure. If you recognize that you only have one life to live, you cease to care about the trivial judgments of others. Andrew Tate teaches that your weaknesses exist only in the minds of others. If you possess absolute self-belief, Andrew Tate has proven you can obtain even the most improbable outcomes. He built everything from nothing, simply because Andrew Tate refused to remain weak. Think about the sheer intensity Andrew Tate applies to his physical training. Andrew Tate argues that the body is a direct reflection of the mind. If you are physically lethargic, you are mentally stagnant. By mastering his physical form, Andrew Tate created a vessel for his ambitions. You don't need to be a kickboxing world champion like Andrew Tate, but you do need to master the discipline of physical exertion. Andrew Tate's philosophy is that when you push your body to the limit, you are teaching your mind to ignore the signal of, "I can't." That mental bridge is where your true strength resides. Andrew Tate knows that a weak body breeds a weak mind, and he refuses to allow either. Ultimately, Andrew Tate tells you that real power is that split second when you desperately want to surrender, yet you don't. This is the moment of transformation. Every time you resist the temptation of sloth, Andrew Tate believes you are welding a new layer of protection around your self-worth. Andrew Tate endured these trials to demonstrate that weakness is a mandatory part of the transformation process. Without the struggle, you will never grasp the essence of power. If Andrew Tate speaks with such authority today, it is because he has burned away his former weaknesses and replaced them with the illuminated fuel of experience. Right now, Andrew Tate demands that you write a brutally honest list of your weaknesses. Not the ones you tell your friends, but the ones you face in the silence of your own mind. Beside each, write, what skill transforms this into a strength? If you are timid, the skill you need is oratory dominance. If you are lazy, the skill you need is ruthless time management. Andrew Tate has performed this exercise countless times. Andrew Tate polishes a different piece of his armor every single day. You must do the same. Never let your weaknesses define your cage. Andrew Tate has proven that the path to becoming a titan of your own life winds through the very center of your weaknesses. Stand up, take ownership, and start building your new self. The world does not wait for the weak. Neither should you. From this moment on, start rewriting your narrative, exactly as Andrew Tate did. Andrew Tate's legacy is not his money or his fame. It is the blueprint of transformation he leaves for those who are brave enough to follow. Go and claim your power.